Hey, welcome back. Today, we're going to crack open a Korean grammar pattern that's all about your biggest, most important goals. Seriously, this isn't for ordering coffee. This is for your life's mission. Let's jump in.
I eat to live. Whoa. It sounds pretty intense, doesn't it? Like something a character would say in a movie right before doing something epic. Well, this one sentence just perfectly captures the serious, purposeful feeling of the pattern we're breaking down today. Ki wiha. It's all about doing something for the sake of a much, much bigger purpose.
So, what does it mean? At its core, gi wiha is pretty simple. It means in order to, or for the sake of. You use it to connect what you're doing right now to the ultimate reason why you're even bothering to do it. Think of it as the bridge between your effort and your endgame.
Okay, so how do we actually put this together? Don't worry, the grammar here is super straightforward. We're going to fly through the mechanics in like a minute so we can get to the really juicy part, the feeling and the nuance behind it.
Let's go back to our dramatic opening line. We start with sal, the verb stem for to live. Then we tack on ki, which kind of turns it into the idea of living. Then comes wi-hae, which means for the sake of. And finally, you have the action. 먹는 거야, I am eating. See how it clicks together? For the sake of living, I am eating. The logic is just perfect.
Okay, everybody, lean in for this part, because this is the most important piece of the puzzle. Using gi wihae isn't just about plugging in words, it's about setting a very specific tone. This grammar is reserved for serious missions, not for your simple, everyday errands.
And this slide right here gets to the absolute heart of it. If you just want to say, hey, I'm going to eat, you'd use a different pattern. Urra. You'd say 밥 먹으러 가. It's casual, it's normal, but if you said 밥 먹기 위해 가, whoa, it sounds incredibly dramatic, almost like eating is this huge life or death mission you have to accomplish. And that contrast tells you everything you need to know about the serious feeling of ki wihae.
And hey, if you need any more proof of just how heavy this phrase can be, just turn on pretty much any K-pop ballad. I promise you, you will hear 너를 위해, for you. It doesn't just mean this is for you. It implies devotion, sacrifice, deep purpose. It's powerful stuff.
So, now let's see how you can use this to talk about your big goals in life. This is where you can start applying the pattern to the things that really, truly matter to you.
Just take a look at these examples. These are not small tasks, right? Studying to succeed, saving up for a house, practicing to win. They all imply serious, long-term effort for a huge payoff. And notice that last one. 가족을 위해, for my family. That's the noun pattern in action, and it carries that exact same weight of importance.
Oh, and here's a quick but really important tip on politeness. To make any of these sentences formal, all you have to do is change the very last word. That casual ending, ya, is what you'd use with your friends, but if you're talking to coworkers or elders, you just swap it for the polite yayo. It's a super simple switch that makes all the difference.
All right, it's time to put this new knowledge to the test. Let's do a quick check to make sure this idea is really locked in so you can go out and start using it with confidence.
Okay, first up, a little quiz on the nuance. Imagine you're just popping over to the convenience store to grab a bottle of water. Which of these sentences sounds more natural, A or B? Really think about it. Is this a grand mission or a simple errand?
And the answer is A. 물 사러 가. Buying water is just a simple everyday task. If you used 물 사기 위해 가, it would sound like you've been trekking through a desert for 3 days, and this is your final, desperate act for survival. It's just way too dramatic for buying water. Okay, now it's your turn. Situation 1. Passing a big exam is definitely a mission, right? So how would you say, in order to pass? The verb for to pass is 합격하다. Take a second and try to build that phrase. Did you get it? It's 합격하기 위해. You just take the stem, 합격하, and add 기 위해. So, I studied hard in order to pass would be 합격하기 위해 공부했어. Perfect.
Awesome. Now let's try one with a noun. You bought a gift for a very important person, your friend. So how would you say you bought it for your friend? And the Korean word for friend is 친구.
And the answer is 친구를 위해. Since 친구 is a noun, you just add 를 and then 위해. 친구를 위해 샀어. See? It just has that really nice, warm feeling of care and purpose behind it.
And one last little tip to help you sound even more natural. When you say 위해,
that H sound is often super soft, so a lot of the time it just sounds like Wi-hae. Also, in a word like 먹는, the K sound at the end of mug actually softens into an NG sound before that next consonant, so it sounds more like 먹는. Trust me, little details like these make a huge difference in sounding natural.
And that brings us to our final and most important question. What is your mission? Why are you putting in all this effort? Is it to travel the world? To connect with your family? To finally understand your favorite K-dramas without subtitles? In order to learn Korean, what are you doing today?